Hello everyone, how y'all doing today? It's Preach It to Him Chris from the Teach It to Him Chris
Preach
YouTube
it to him,
channel.
Chris.
Today I have a great video, informational video in store for y'all today. Today's topic is going to be online social media marketing versus in-person marketing. This is a great topic just because I feel like you could really integrate both into your career as well as capitalizing on different opportunities which both social media marketing and in-person marketing has for yourself. So let's get to it. First of all, I want to go over the pros and cons of social media and in-person marketing. Let's start with in-person marketing. So a couple pros that I have for in-person marketing is, you could really make a personable experience when it comes to in-person marketing. If you're an artist and you are able to perform at a concert, get a little wave going for yourself, then you could really have die-hard fans or people who want to work with you or people who will support you. If you make a name for yourself locally, that is awesome because most likely those people are going to transfer over to your social medias as well as having people who will really speak well about you, and you could really create a buzz in your city when it comes to in-person marketing. Some cons that I have for in-person marketing is that there is definitely a ceiling to it just because of geographical or population, or just because maybe your artistry or your niche doesn't really relate to the local scene, then it may be tough for you if you are not backed by a label and are backed by a whole bunch of finances that would enable you to travel and perform in different places. So that is something about in-person marketing, some pros and cons about in-person marketing that I have. I also want to mention that in terms of in-person marketing, you could really be freeform with your in-person marketing, whether it be concerts or selling merch or just going out in public and really marketing yourself. Also, in most cases, in-person marketing is pretty cheap. You don't have to run campaigns or ads for yourself online. Maybe you buy in some fee for performing at a concert, but most of the time, if you make the right connections, a lot of the promoters and also music managers or even artists will be able to aid in you performing at concerts. So that is a little bit about in-person marketing in terms of artists, and also can relate to producers as well. So next topic, let's go over the social media marketing. All right. So in terms of social media marketing, some pros is that there is a very high ceiling for success in terms of social media marketing. You have a lot of eyes watching. You have a lot of people who you are able to target. So in terms of niches and your audience that you intend for your music or your beats or your artistry to be for, you have a very high ceiling for social media marketing. Some cons that are, that social media marketing definitely has is that the barrier to entry for being successful online is very, very tough. It takes a lot of time and consistency for an artist or producer to hit algorithm or to hit a video that might go viral or to make a beat that goes viral or does well, or even building your online business can take months or even years. So the barrier to entry for social media marketing is very tough. And also in terms of staying at a consistent level in marketing where you are reaching engagements consistently is very tough too. So just imagine you're working hard, you're grinding very hard, you have a little buzz online. How do you keep that going for years? How do you keep it going for months? There have definitely been times where my YouTube's been a little weird, or my TikTok's been a little weird, or people aren't engaging on social media. So another con definitely is also engagement. You don't get that same intimate setting that you would in person. Yeah, you can call over the phone. Yeah, you could have conversations, DM, whatever it may be, but it will never be the same as getting someone on board in person, being able to eat out with a client, or even, shaking hands with another fellow out there who, online it's going to be different. So, those are a couple pros and cons to social media marketing. Now, I'm going to go over a couple examples of social media marketing and in person marketing that has really benefited me. All right. So, first example right here. So, if you don't know who I am already, I am an artist and producer. Definitely, production side has taken off way more over here. 17 million streams, about 42 million views. So you add that up, boom, 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 punch it into a calculator, somewhere over 60 million streams with my production work. I can't say the same about my artist side, and there's no excuses there, but let's get to it. So the first example was this concert right here. So in-person marketing right here is the AZ Chike and Ruchi show that I was able to open up for. My experience was that it was a really good experience. I got to meet some really big artists at the show, as well as build some local buzz for myself around my city, because I've been moving around. Just got done with college, a couple years ago, so really investing myself or just staying in grounded in one place just hasn't been the case for me. So having a local show with people from my city who are don't know who I am, and just meeting people and getting to be able to tell a little bit of who I am was a really good experience. And I got a couple of numbers out there, a couple of people who are working in the industry that I have also gotten in good contact with which was amazing. So benefits definitely was being able to perform at a concert with over 100 150 people, as well as being able to make a name for myself in an intimate setting at this concert. That was awesome. Another thing I want to mention, so this one's for producers. In this session right here, this placement I got with Ronnie and Popsky was an in-person session. It doesn't happen for me too much, but as a producer, I will say that working in a studio with a artist or a group of people with an engineer is a great experience. I think that definitely producers, beat makers, engineers, it's better to work in person because you could get feedback from the artist, as well as just great vibes going, and you can even talk about executing a plan for the song. You can talk about all the business, and if the artist doesn't like the beat, you could really just talk and say what needs to be improved on in the moment. That was just a great experience for me as well, working in person. I don't work too much in person because I have definitely tried to build my social media presence by selling beats online, but having that experience of in person was very unique, and I think that being in person definitely helped the song to release in the first place. Just building that good relationship in the studio really helped push the song to be released in the first place. Excuse me. Another example I have. So, Underground Magazine, which is one of the magazine companies, artist magazine companies that I have worked with extensively throughout 2021, 2022, and this year I was able to be on their cover magazine. So that's me right there, right here. Preach it to him, Chris. This was just a great, great way to meet artists and to really even just brand myself through a physical copy of a magazine. In person, social media is going to be more fluid, or not exactly more fluid, but it's going to be more freeform. Sometimes you're going to have a plan with how you're going to market yourself in person, but sometimes you're not. This was just one of the times where I didn't really know what was going to happen in the magazine, but we had a photo shoot, we had a concert that we had for all of the artists on the magazine, as well as a page written for us in the magazine. The great thing about this is that my work is solidified in this magazine forever. So this was released, you can get physical copies. This was a great experience. Another thing. Okay, so next, let's go this picture right here. So in that picture is my manager, who is Popsky, who has helped me really just build an in-person rapport for myself. So what we've been doing over the past year is going out to different events, which are focused on music media and music media marketing. And we have been able to meet people that we have worked with and really build great relationships in person that I don't think I would have made online. So sort of a metaphor I want to state is that everybody has their groups. A lot of artists already have their producers that they know in person. They're more likely to work with people who they have met in person. That's just my personal experience. So just being able to meet different people in person has helped my business so much by being able to collaborate with different artists that I've met in person. And I want to mention something here as well, that I have about in the cast in the Underground magazine, or the lineup, my bad. I have about songs with about 80% of them. So you take a group, you put us all in a group chat on social media. Maybe I'll get a placement with like one or two of them. But in this case, I was able to build a good relationship with all of these people, and I was able to have songs with them. So working in person is definitely just such a great experience. I don't really have any more examples in here, but those are a couple in-person ways that I have really helped myself with in-person marketing. So the next thing I want to mention is social media marketing. So let's get to that. Channel analytics. Okay, so for the 2 years that I had my best successful YouTube channel, I've had about 500,000 views, as well as 3 million impressions. I don't even have 3 million people living in my county. I don't even know about that. But I want to mention that with YouTube, with TikTok, with Instagram Reels, you are able to reach a great amount of people. So that is something to mention right there. My bad. You can really just market yourself on social media to where you're literally reaching millions of people, millions and millions of people. With my name, 3 million people, or 3 million impressions of my name. So that was awesome. On my BeatStars, which is where I sell my beats, over 121,000 plays. This is, every time that I post a YouTube video or where I post on social media, Instagram, I'm able to funnel them into my BeatStars so that they will be able to buy my beats. So I know that the process is going to be different for artists, and you may even have more engagement as an artist. But I would like to say that with social media marketing, you are going to reach so many people if you are able to break SEO, search engine optimization, as well as the algorithm. So next point, with SoundCloud, I have about over 200,000 on there with my artists, and another 300,000, 400,000 with my artist music. So this one's for the artists. When you're going to be performing your song online or in person, most likely you're going to get more views or more impressions online. And I hate to say it, I know that in person it is a great experience, but in my personal experience, I think that releasing a song online with the correct marketing will probably get you more engagement, more views, more impressions than performing it in person. And this is considering that you're just starting out and that you don't have too much buzz online or in the city. So, last point that I want to make is that I really think that you should be integrating in person marketing and social media marketing into your business model, producers, artists, and engineers, to whoever it may be applicable to, and even anybody who is working in any business. But there have been gateways and doors that have been able to open for me through social media marketing and in person marketing. So find whatever works with you, run with it, capitalize on it. And I hope that that was very informational for y'all. This is Preach It to Him Chris on the Teach It to Him Chris YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in.